Hello friends, in this video we are going to see about sharing a folder using NFS Server and NFS Client. So basically NFS Server is nothing but network file system. It's actually a means to share a particular file or a folder in a server that can be used by the other clients within a network. So let's see the diagram here. So the server is running in 30.0.1 and clients could be in the same network, like maybe 30.0.2, 30.0.0.2 and 30.0.0.3, and all are reachable within the same network. And then NFS server is exporting creating a folder and then exporting that folder so that other people other clients would be able to mount it into their file system and then make use of it. So let's see how this can be seen in a Ubuntu system. Before doing that, I just thought like maybe I'll tell one small thing. So some of you are asking how to configure static IP configuration, that is IP address configuration in the Ethernet ports that can remain even after system boot. So basically for this you have to configure the network manager configuration that is present under /etc/netplan, and the file name is 01-netcfg.yaml. In that you may have to give the Ethernet ports. In my case I have taken Ethernets, and then I have configured my Ethernet port, which is ENP0S8, which I want to configure the static IP to, and I'm going to say that that interface is not going to participate in the dynamic host control protocol. That means IP address is going to be a static IP, and I'm going to configure the IP address as 30.0.0.1, which is in the class C network under addresses configuration. So once I done this, so I can try this configuration using sudo netplan try, and then if there are no errors or issues, then you can go ahead and apply that configuration, sudo netplan apply. So once we apply that, and if you issue the ifconfig command, so it will you will be able to see the IP address that you have configured. You can also this IP address that you configured will remain even after system reboot. So this is how you have to configure static IP. And so prerequisite for this NFS server is actually you have to have at least 2 VMs that you're running in your system. See, basically you could have one could be 30.0.0.1 and VM2 could be 30.0.0.2, which is a typo here, 30.0.0.2, and you should try ping. So both the ping should be successful, and then once you have this thing ready, then you can try the NFS server. So NFS server configuration is actually, first you have to install the NFS server using the command sudo apt get install NFS kernel server port map, and then you have to create a shared folder, which is nothing but make directory mkdir -p, and the shared folder name I have given is mirror, and I am creating it in the root file system. And then I have to export this file, export this folder in the export file. The export file is present under /etc/exports, and there you have to enter this configuration, that is the shared folder that you want to share it or you want to export it. And the star, I have given a wildcard in case if you want to restrict the sharing to only a particular domain, you can mention the particular domain here. And RW is for read and write permission, and sync is for syncing the clients, every client. Okay, so that's how the configuration goes, that you have to enter in the export file, and you have to apply in order to recognize the exported folder, you will give this command like export fs -a nfs -common port map. Once that is done, so it will export the particular folder. The file system will export the shared folder in the server, and so server will be able to share this folder across the clients. Once you are done, so then you have to start the server. Okay, let's quickly see how this can be done in the Linux. So I have one VM. First, this is what is the VM, and the name of this VM is chosen.vbox.com. So and I have another VM. I'll go to another VM. So there are two VMs. The host name of this VM happens to be client 1, and this happens to be the server, and chosen.vbox.com is the server name, and this one is the client. Okay, so let me show you my interface, network interfaces. I have ENP0S8 configured with 30.0.0.1. Here in this system 30.0.0.2. I have configured this as static IP, so that this IP address will be coming. Will get configured even after system reboots. I'll quickly show you the configurations I have made. It's present in /etc netplan. Okay, so this is the configuration. So ENP0S8, I'm saying no for DHCP, and I configured the static IP as 30.0.0.1. Same thing, I have done it for this as well. And I configured it as 30.0.2. Okay, that's about it. Let me now try to ping 30.0.0.1. So it is successful, and so now let me create the shared directory which I already created, mkdir-p/mirror. That's the name of the directory that I've given. So now it is created, and now I have to export the file, export this folder in the exports file, which is present in sudo etc exports. So in this file I have to configure the shared folder which I want to export it, and here I am saying /mirror *rw sync. That I have done. I have to give the export command, and this command is like sudo export fs -a, sudo export fs -a, and NFS common port map. NFS common port map. Right. Okay. Okay, so we can ignore the warnings here. Let's go to the client, and then we have to mount the directory, sudo mount, and then we have to say 30.0.0.1 / mirror, and I have created a directory called NFS under MNT. That's where I want to mount it, and let me see. Yes, now 30.0.1 mirror is now mounted into my MNT NFS directory. So let me get into this mirror directory and create a file called nfs test.txt. We can go to this MNT NFS directory and see. Yeah, so the NFS test.txt is already created. So that is what is the NFS server and NFS client. So at the NFS client side, you have to mount the directory that you want to mount the shared folder into a directory onto your file system. So once that is done, the shared folder will be available in your file system. Okay folks, that's all. Thanks for watching.